2022 streaming setup room tour is finally here. Before the video starts though, I wanted to say thank you guys so much for being able to make this happen. I love you guys and enjoy the video. And welcome to the room, guys. Now, before I get onto the setup, I'm first gonna show an in-depth of the entire room, and we'll start with this wall. So going around all my closets, I have some of the Govee RGBIC LED strips. Then over here, I have my built-in wall shelves where I display my MacBook and a bunch of the boxes that just look cool and mean a lot to me. And on the bottom shelf is where I keep literally my addiction, G Fuel. Not even joking, all these G Fuel tubs add up to like a few $100s. Then right down below it, I have more of a little shelving area. On top, I have a floodlight kind of giving my shelves a little bit of color. I keep one of my favorite candles on here. I absolutely love the scent of vanilla, and I love how candles just give a really cozy vibe to a room. And down below in the actual box shelves, I have a bunch of different things ranging from Funko Pops to lighting and even some boxes. This entire wall just looks super cool, and I love how it looks. Now onto my side wall up top up here, I have an IKEA shelf, and for the decorations, I went with two different IKEA plants and two of these really sick dangling IKEA plants. I freaking just love how they look. And down below it, I have both my pegboards. These again are from IKEA, as well as the little mounts I have to hold up my keyboard. And I also keep all of my keyboard switches on it. And between the pegboards, I have this really sick 3D clock. I don't currently have it turned on because it's super bright. And on the bottom shelf, this is where I keep my camera bag, my Oculus, and as well as 5 little containers in case I ever need to store some more things. And below it all, I have my mini fridge. And on top, this is where I usually throw like AirPods. If I have my jewelry, I'll toss it on here. But right now I have my floodlight and a candle. And to the right of it, I have this really sick standing lamp to kind of give this whole area some more color. Now moving on to my stream background in the back of my room. On this right side right here, I have this really sick IKEA plant, and I got these super cool lights for it. These are like some IKEA bulbs, and then I also bought some twinkling fairy lights. Then to the bottom left, I have one of my dressers. Normally these aren't meant as a dresser, but I do keep all my clothes inside. On top, I have another candle. This is a cinnamon spiced vanilla that smells amazing. I have another random little IKEA plant, and I have this extremely bright floodlight that recently got sent out to me. As you can see, I have a bunch of floodlights going throughout my entire room, and I absolutely love floodlights because they don't cost a whole lot of money and they add such a good look to the room. Now moving on to my bed. This is actually a futon bed. I get a lot of questions about it. Actually, when you have the things lifted up, it is a couch, and I get questions, is it comfy? I mean, obviously it's not as comfy as a bed, but once you throw a few blankets and a pillow on it, it's just fine. Also going underneath and behind the back, I have another set of the 32-foot Govee LED strips. Right above it, which is kind of the centerpiece of my background, I have this 3D wall panel that I made. Normally it is just the panels, but I went ahead and threw on these little green plants just because I love the way it contrasts and looks on stream. And going behind it, once again, I have the Govee LED strips. Now for the left side of my room, I have another one of the IKEA mom dressers, and this is where I keep things like my jewelry, another IKEA plant, and my ALEXA. I can't say it because I don't want it to go off. And yet again, another one of the floodlights. Then for my blinds, I have these super sick blackout curtains, and then I put some of the window fairy lights. Honestly, the fairy lights are one of the best things I ever picked up for my room because it kind of transforms this really dark space and gives it a little bit of light, which I just love how it looks. Then to the left of that, I have this super sick dangling lamp. I have one of the Govee light bulbs in it. And this corner of my room used to be super dark, and I picked this up because not only did it look cool, but it adds that extra bit of light that I needed. And for the moment you've all been waiting for, my gaming and streaming setup. First off, for my desk, this desk is built from IKEA. I have two of the IKEA Alex doors, and underneath I have the support beam. And the actual tabletop itself is the IKEA Ekbacken. This desk in total cost about 250 bucks, but aesthetically it looks amazing. Also separating the Alex doors from the tabletop, I have these Amazon furniture risers. By no means do you need these, but I am on the taller side, so it helps with that as well as giving the desk an amazing look. Moving on to the left side, for my headset, I am using the wireless SteelSeries Arctis 7s. A huge part of my stream is when I get up and start running around a bunch, and so having a wireless headset was literally essential for me. Sound quality is great, they look great, sound great. Overall, amazing headset. Then right here, I just have this little phone stand. For my main stream face lighting, I have the Elgato key light, and this light is $200. I know it sounds crazy because it is, but like it has a stand and I can change the temperature of it. Worth it. Anyways, moving on to my vertical monitor. This is the AOC 34-inch ultra wide. This actually used to be my productivity setup monitor in my old room. Whenever I moved, I went for a whole new theme and design, and the vertical monitor adds a sense of overkill but aesthetically pleasing look. I just absolutely love it. And behind this is where my camera normally goes when I stream. Now for my back wall, I have a bunch of these 3D panels. I got 2 packs of 32, which I think cost me like 150 bucks. Going around my whole room, I have the walls painted gray, but I wanted my streaming setup to stand out. So getting these white foam panels just adds a separation look to the setup. And it looks super good with RGB. Speaking of RGB, going around my desk, I once again have the Govee LED strips. And the lighting behind my monitors is the Govee flow bars. Moving on to my other 2 monitors, this is an Asus 25-inch 165Hz monitor. I've been looking to upgrade it recently to a 240, but I haven't made the jump yet. If y'all think it's worth upgrading from 165 to 240, let me know in the comments below. I have a basic 24-inch Skeptor monitor, nothing crazy, nothing special. Moving on to peripherals, I am using the Gutsy Aiden mouse pad. I get a lot of questions about this exact mouse pad. This is the collaboration he did with the creator Low, and this colorway is no longer in stock, but he has a bunch of other beautiful pads on his site. For my keyboard, I'm using what I think is a GK, which is a ARC. I honestly don't even remember what this keyboard is. This is a custom built keyboard that I built back in December. I literally have no clue what it is. I don't even remember. For my mouse, I have the G Pro Superlight with these super sick off-white mouse grips, but I am in love with this mouse, and it's definitely one of the best mouses you can pick up on the market right now. Moving on to my audio setup, I am currently rocking the Lewitt 440 Pure. I switched off of this mic in December. I used to have the Shure MV7. I overall just love the sound from this microphone, and it's definitely a great pickup. Boom arm, I'm rocking the Blue Compass. This is genuinely one of the best boom arms you can get on the market right now. It's super sturdy, and I love the modern look. Powering everything, I have a Go XLR Mini. I absolutely love this thing because when I'm streaming, it has these little knobs that I can move up and down, which makes it a whole lot easier on me whenever I'm streaming. To the right, of course, I have a Stream Deck. As a streamer, this is one of the most important things anyone can have. It's essentially a macro pad that I can program any of the buttons to do anything on my computer that I want, which I usually use for switching scenes, turning on my lighting, anything like that. And now for the beauty of it all, my gaming PC. This computer has been through so many changes over the past year, but right now it's in its pretty much final state. For my graphics card right now, I'm currently rocking an ROG Strix RTX 3070. My processor is a Ryzen 9 5900X. My motherboard, I have a Asus B550A motherboard. For the RAM, I'm rocking the Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro. And for my fans, I have 6 Corsair LL120s, and on the bottom, I have the Corsair QL120s. The reason I have them separated is because the back of the LL120s have no color. And so for the fans on the bottom, I also wanted to show RGB, so I went ahead and picked up that set. And the case holding it all in is, of course, the Lian Li O11 Dynamic. I know everybody says this case is overused and overhyped, but I have a spec'd out and beautiful PC, and in my opinion, this is one of the cases that show it off the best. Then to the top right, I have just a basic newer box light. This is my second lighting for stream. When I'm not recording or filming, I actually usually have this tucked down back here to give the setup a better overall look and open feel. When I am recording, I do have it propped up and turned on so I can have really good lighting. If you haven't already seen it, I actually have a full video right here where I built this entire setup and room. But I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for making this happen, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.